Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm not doing the whole setup thing because I don't want to. Okay. Maybe I'll keep that in. I'm feeling very sick today. My throat is so agitated and I have to be so careful when I'm like coughing because it's just so much strain and pressure there. So today, as you can see, I have not put the camera up, the ring light up or anything because this video is going to be one of those ones where it's like we're going back and forth. We're going from place to place, setup to setup. I just pull out of my pocket and film because today I've decided that I would like to do this video stops when I find a 5-star read. So I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm hoping that I'm going to get lucky because also you don't want to be wasting your time reading and not finding any good books. You want them to all be 5 stars. That's not the reality, but yeah. And for those of you that don't know, which I reckon it won't be most of you, but there's this app called Goodreads, and on this app you can rate books that you read from a scale of 1 to 5. 5 obviously being the best, 1 obviously being the worst. Yeah, so that's the target for this video. I was looking through a couple ideas because I have a couple ideas written down, and the other option that I was like, oh well, this would be cool and different to do for the channel was to do, what's that one? Switching my phone screen time for reading time. This I am not going to do, and this will probably be not done for a while because I like my phone. Okay, I like my phone, and I will not be sacrificing my screen time for reading time at the minute because as we freaking speak, I was watching a YouTube video just now, and after this I'm going to watch the first episode of House of the Dragon, so season 2. So I'll be using screens, I'll be watching screens, it's just happening. Anyway, let's move on. So the first read that we are starting with is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This has been much awaited. I was supposed to try and finish this before the 17th of June because the next one has already just been released. It's called Love Unwritten. And I wanted to know what the hype is all about. What just happened to that TV? Okay. I wanted to know what the hype is all about. Now, as we speak, I have gotten a bit into this. I'm on page... What? Oh. No, never mind. The numbers are not... 202. I'm on page 202 out of, what's 518 or something like that. So far, I'm really, really enjoying it. There's this... It's about Julian and Dahlia. Julian is a billionaire, so it's a billionaire romance. I'm pretty sure it's kind of Grumpy X Sunshine. But... he's not very grumpy. No, I don't think we could say it's Grumpy X Sunshine, actually, because I don't find him very grumpy. And she's got stuff going on in her life. So there's a deep topic at the very beginning. I don't know if I can say it without it being a spoiler. But there's a deep topic at the beginning, and she's got these struggles that she's dealing with at the moment. And she's come back to town to be with her family. And Julian and her have a history. That's the brief rundown. Because of what she's going through, she doesn't want to see the people that she knew in her past. She doesn't want to be around them. She doesn't want to have to introduce herself. She doesn't want to have to take the energy to face people and recount things that have happened in her past and talk to people that remind her of what she's been going through or what she has gone through. And so because of that, she's very closed off. And Julian has literally been tasked by his mother to like take her out of her shell. Yeah, they're starting to hang out a bit more, and obviously the romance will go on from there. But this is a romance, a first in a series billionaire romance. My first billionaire romance that I'm reading, actually, and I love it. It's such a mood. I love it so far. So this would be great if we can start this video, and the one book that I read will be the 5-star. I said I'm not going to be complaining. I'm going to talk about the fact that I am probably in a bit of a reading slump at the moment because I keep telling myself, you don't have the energy to read, hence I'm not opening the books. And I am very tired at the moment. We can't see it. Bags on my face? No, there's no bags on my face. Yeah, it's a little bit I'm feeling a bit slumpy in regards to reading. I just prefer watching things at the moment. Let's see. I plan to read a bit of this tomorrow. Amidst the research that I have to do tomorrow, there's this thing that I have to sort out. Being an adult sucks, guys. I tell you now. Why? Don't wish your years away. Don't. This is not related to the video at all, but do not. Trust me, being younger is better. It's much better when we could not think and live in tranquility and happiness. That was lovely. Anyways, I'll see you in the next clip with a little bit of an update. I'll update you through the book. Okay, see you soon. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back for the next clip. Let's ignore... Okay, my hair is drying, so that's why it looks stupid. But we've had a lot of development since the last time that I did a clip, because I was supposed to do it sooner than this, because I always take too large of an amount of time to like update and talk about what I've read, like massive intervals. So when I last spoke about this, I was probably on like page 150 or something. Now I'm page 444. So I've been sick this week, so I've had time to read a lot, but I definitely should have updated sooner. But I'll just talk about all the advancements, what's happened in the book so far, where we're at. I plan to finish this today. I will finish this today, actually. I will. So let me talk about what's happened so far. So, in the first clip, I spoke about how Dahlia was going through something and how she didn't really know how to process it. She didn't really know what to do with herself. She didn't know who she was meant to speak to. She was taking steps in the right direction, but she didn't know how to progress from that point because everything felt too much to her. Yeah, I won't say more than that because I don't want to spoil what the thing is, because it's a big plot point in this story, especially at the beginning, so I don't want to ruin it. So what's happened is Dahlia and Julian have been hanging out a lot more, obviously, because, gosh, they've been hanging out a lot more, and I forget the names, but I know the one mother is Rosa, and the other one is, I forget. But each of their mothers are very prevalent in the story, very, very, very present, and they are a big influence to their relationship. So they keep saying like, oh, you better like become friends again, you better spend time with each other, like you better do things for each other, you better help each other out. And so it kind of gets them thinking. But like obviously the feelings are always there, but the mothers are just like, force them, bring them out, which I love. It's really wholesome to have the mothers so strong in the story and so just very much there. And so also we've got Dahlia's sister Lily and Julian's brother Rafa. They have this family group that they speak on, so it's really fun actually. Dahlia and Julian like to pull pranks. They've got this relationship where they always want to prove each other wrong, and it's really nice to see. Obviously it's a romance book, so this is not a spoiler. It's really nice to see the love come out amidst all of the jokes and the sarcasm. It's really, really nice, and it's really sweet. And I've done this thing where I did this for the Song of Achilles too. Can you even see? Yeah, so you can see kind of that there's purple lines going here to match the cover. The highlight is purple. I've done that to each chapter where there's spicy stuff, and as you can see, it's all come at the end very close to each other. So like it's progressed, slow burn to the point where, okay, they're into something. They started something without much risk, and it ain't gonna be that no more because they're falling in love with each other. Romance book, not a spoiler. They are a very sweet, from what I've seen so far, I'm not finished. They are a very sweet couple. I can see them being a very sweet couple. They are so in love with each other and they're just trying to like block it out. They want to say no and they want to just go on with what they're doing, which ultimately I don't think that's the truth. But it's so sweet. It's one of those books where it's just, you're smiling while you're reading it. And I've highlighted, honestly, how do I show? Honestly, so much in here is highlighted. I don't know if you can see any of it. Little purple. There's a lot that I've highlighted in this book because the writing is great. This is the first time I've read a book by Lauren Asher. Her writing is great. It's addictive. It's smooth. It's just, everything about it is great. The story develops so well. And I just, in general, love that she's an interior designer and she's really worried about her public image and getting signed for shows and everything and being recognized. And he's a construction worker and he runs his own business and he's so consumed by his work that he never really like takes a breath of fresh air out of it. And this is sweet because she is that breath of fresh air, and second time around he is willing to give everything to that breath of fresh air. And he doesn't want to have his life consumed by work anymore. He wants to be able to enjoy her and give her everything. Come on. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm literally thinking that this is really gonna be a fast video because this is probably gonna be the 5-star right out the gate. Which I'm not complaining. I did say I wanted that to be the case. That's amazing. Like, you want to read good books. But damn. And I did not read this before my goal of the 17th at all. Because today, what's the day today? The 23rd today. The next one, Love Unwritten, came out on the 17th. So now I plan to finish this and I need to go and buy that this week. I would love to go and buy that. This is just really good. It's really cute. It's heartwarming. It's beautiful. It's relatable. I love the writing. I will be reading all of those for sure. I'm really liking it, and I do think that this is going to be the 5-star read of the Guys, I'm back on the floor. It's probably echoing in here a bit. Echo? I'm on the floor because why not? This is the final clip to talk about Love Redesigned. I finished Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, guys. And by the title of this video, you're gonna know what the goal was. But usually these videos go over a span of time. Usually it goes through a few books. Also, if you hear that I'm sick, there's still congestion. I will not say too much, guys. I finished this book. I loved it. The video's over. This was a 5-star read all the way through. Everything about it was amazing. Guys, this is a romance that's 500 and... How many pages is this? Okay. It's 500 pages long, about like 518. First of all, Lauren Asher, you're amazing. She finished... This book finishes, okay, those of you that do not like epilogues, I wish you luck. This finishes, there's an epilogue, there's an extended epilogue, there's an extra passage. She put so much work into this to make the story whole and full. It was amazing. I even loved the epilogues and everything because it was so sweet. Because it's a slow burn, you actually fall in love with the characters so much over the course of the book. And so I love to see the happy endings and a little bit more into the stuff with the characters. Like, I know... Oh no, that's going to be a spoiler. I'm not going to say what I was about to say because that's going to be a spoiler. But I won't say too much about everything that I read in this book. But from what I said in the previous clip, from then on, we got... What you can see here is the spice. All the purple is the spice. We got some good spice. For those of you who like spice, you'll really like this. It's done really well. So much tension. And the story develops. There's obviously they figure some stuff out, and they are able to accept certain things in their lives, and they come to the realization that each other are the solution to a lot of their problems. And it's a romance, so that I don't think is a spoiler, because that's like a recurring thing in romances. But their story was adorable. It was written phenomenally. It was written incredibly. Lauren Asher, she's probably going to be one of my new order by authors, because it flows so nicely. It just never feels strained. It always feels the perfect length of the chapter, the perfect length of talking about this subject. The book is 500 pages, right? So you're gonna think it's like too long. It's not. It's a slow burn at its best. Honestly, I'm not like a massive slow burn person. This was for me. She paced it so well. She actually paced it perfectly, in my opinion. And everything just rolled out at its perfect time. I loved it. It was amazing. And so I will be buying the next one. I'm excited. Maybe I'm gonna buy it tomorrow, because I might go to that shop. Maybe I'm gonna buy it tomorrow. Oh, I might do that. I highly recommend this book, without saying too much, because this will be in the wrap up for this month, which is actually soon. What the heck? Yeah. So I highly recommend it. I highly recommend Lauren Asher's books, even though this is the only one I've read by her. I just know this is gonna be a thing. I love the whole billionaire romance trope. I will never get over somebody being able to casually say, "Oh, I can buy you a private jet." "Oh, like, did I buy you a house for your birthday?" Maybe. That's never gonna be something that I can read casually. That's just hysterical to me. I love it. I love it though. It's so entertaining. It's very much like, wow, aren't you lucky, girl? Because damn, it's very much that. It's very much like, okay, I envy you. I loved it. I really loved it. And so this video comes to a halt. It is finished. It is complete, because I got very lucky with this being the one. Now, I had heard a lot of people talk about this. I wouldn't say I heard mixed reviews. I heard a couple of the book girlies talk about this one, and I think from what I heard, they all spoke pretty nicely about it. So I had high hopes for it. Did not disappoint. Lauren Asher did not disappoint. I'm thrilled. I had a great time. I enjoyed every moment. I was never bored throughout the 500 pages, and that's the biggest takeaway from it, is that because of the length, you're usually scared of the length. Maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I think this is for a lot of people. You get intimidated by the length of books. And this did not feel long. It felt very fast. And like, I will say, the writing, it's not too small. And I don't think it's too small. It's not too small. I don't find it too small. So it just glides so nicely. I know I keep saying this, but it really does. 5 stars. So thank you, Love Redesigned, for being the 5-star for this video. A one and done situation. I'm thrilled, because I get to post this sooner. And thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it was comical in whatever type of way, and that my sick voice is not too annoying. I know this is not high production. This video specifically is not high production. I'm literally sitting on a floor at this very stage. The last one, I was by a window where half my face is lit up. And in the first one, I am literally in shambles. But still, you know, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Yeah. What else to say? Love ya.